very, very strong, and their voice in governance is extremely strong. But talking about the new Pope, I don't know, I'm not anywhere near Catholics, but in terms of who they will appoint, I don't know. I would propose to them, I know they don't need this advice, that they look around for an African Pope. I mean, somebody from Nairobi or Senegal or wherever, you know, because there are people who qualify for that. And when you look at the masses that believe in that faith, a large number of them also come from Africa. So, yeah, but because we are bedeviled with so many troubles in Africa, I mean, I don't think there would be a person of African descent then who would perpetuate, who would continue that aspect of inclusion, encouraging interfaith. And you see normally here, for example, in Kenya, you know, people fighting in the churches every time, small churches, big churches, people fighting. But the structure in Catholic Church, you realize, is really from Vatican then to the rest of the world. And the strong governance structure remains that way in the entire globe. So that you don't find many, you know, in Catholic churches, people trying, the fathers trying to go to each other's throat. Yes, they may have their own shortcomings in terms of what you have seen, the Catholic report itself saying how are the children kept. There's a bit, you know, talk of child abuse and how are fathers handling such, you know, sins or crimes, as you may call them. So those are shortcomings. But in terms of getting a priest, I mean, a pope who is going to be progressive like Pope Francis, I think that is very, very important. In fact, if you get a different view or a pope with different view, I think he will, you know, undo quite a bit of the progress that has been done. But before I give you the mic, you must understand the Catholic Church and the way they operate. Rome is an extremely powerful, important seat. In fact, as powerful as United States, you might say, as powerful as the Europe. So their positioning, like Honorable is saying here, it can literally determine the direction Kenya takes, by the way. If Vatican thinks a certain way about the president of a particular country, I think that president will be in trouble if the view of Vatican is not correct. So who goes into the office of the Pope is actually very, very important.
All right, and there's talking about the